Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year to take your 12 questions out of the chat. So just leave your political questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. We have a great community because of you. Thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can down in the description box, all the questions are listed out there, and I timestamped them as I go. So, all right, we are going to jump in today. I think there are 14 questions at the moment. Apparently, we'll get to George Santos. He's number 3. Let's look at him first. Actually, there are 3 questions about him. Let's look at that because he just refused to resign because he's a con man. It's kind of what they do. All right, let me try this. I just suddenly rearranging stuff because it just came out. He's not going to resign. So at 2 minutes in, we're jumping right in today. Oh, I think I've got a mug for sale. It's on bookartmedia.com/store. Links in the description. I've ordered one. I've ordered the sample so I can make sure it's okay, but it is available. The McCarthy commemorative mug, but I don't know. I'm feeling. I don't know. I feel like I'm stepping out of my comfort zone in putting myself out there more and putting more of my stuff out in the world. And I know I'm here every day, but to me, this is normal. So anyway. We'll talk about that some other time. Anyway, all right. At 2:40. So George Santos took an almost certainly illegal donation from an Italian smuggler of undocumented migrants. Because of course he did. That Italian smuggler is a blood relative of some of his closest local supporters and campaign vendors. What did he promise in return? Exactly, Sheila, because he isn't going to say, oh, geez, you caught me. Yeah, exactly. But he says, that's the Republican way. It is the way. Thank you, Kay. I don't know if it's just my age and experience that I've had in life that I made it this far, for which I'm very grateful that I've made it this far. But this energy, the energy of George Santos, and you don't need me to tell you what his energy is like. It's what you'd expect. It's just, to me, it's just like, I just want out of here. Just be gone. No patience for con men, for that possible legal donation. And what were you going to get out of this, huh? Hello, Angela. Or, he just maybe, oh, thank you, Tay. Thank you. How's the puppy? Kathy Lamson says Santos says he won't resign, but the New York Republican Committee may be able to get him out anyway. Let's hope. Trillium Terra says skeevy. That's a good word for it. Mel Broussard says, show me the money. He's got He's got all kinds of cons going. Multiple cons going. I mean, seriously, Trump has his own pathologies, some chemical or inherited, situational or environmental, but some of his own selfish choices. But this is, it's not just one thing. It's never ending with this guy. Sword of truth. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's a card for the reading. Burden. A lot. This is the card for a lot. All of this flying through the air. Trying to use the sword of truth against him. You've got the sword of truth metaphorically stabbing him in the heart, also legally being stabbed in the heart, which get at the heart of the matter. And Mr. Sitting Pretty is revealed for being a wannabe upstart. What was he the one? He was saying he had mansions and real estate holdings, and it turns out he just lives in his sister's house or something. This is all minor arcana, though. I mean, well, this card underneath that's the Tower, but yeah, I think he's going to be a blip. So, yeah, I think he's going to be a blip. Does this work? No. Okay, hang on 1 second. Just making sure. And then if I need it. No, not working. Fair enough. Okay. Let me just put my phone down over here so it will stop buzzing and it will stop doing the thing. Anna's saying, where's he living in DC and who's paying for it? Oh, who knows? Who knows? So, what did he promise in return? What didn't he? Hang on. What did he promise in return is the question. What didn't he promise? It just goes on and on and on. Yeah, you can join me on my yacht in the Mediterranean. I'll send you a case of wine from my vineyard. It isn't even robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's robbing Peter and Thomas and Judas and James and to pay Paul and but then getting money back out of him to pay Thomas, to pay James, to pay. Four of Pentacles, Fool, Magician. He actually has nothing to speak of. He goes through money very, very quickly. I mean, come on, people like this, it is rare for people of his ilk to take their ill-gotten gains and put them in a safe, put them in a Roth IRA for their future. Nope, there's always another con. And if you're ever wondering if is there a card specifically about cons, ding. And the Magician card goes bad. Yeah, anyway. Lori says, oh, like Trump. It's different. It's somehow it's the grift. It isn't for as high dollar amounts because Trump's, but it's a lot more prolific on the ground. Kathy Lamson says many Congress folks just live in hotels or share apartments. I believe it. It's very, very. I mean, Adrian on Red Lentil Healing, she lives in Washington, D.C., and it's stupidly expensive. So, Pink says, thank you, Pluto, for showing us all how to lie your way into power. M. Kelpie says, Katie Porter said last night she has a basement studio apartment in D.C. I believe it. I believe it. All right, 11 minutes in. Hopefully this will not become an issue. The intelligence community is begging McCarthy not to give Santos any kind of clearance or good committee placement. Will Kevin listen? Oh, did you guys see what Swalwell tweeted about McCarthy? We love Swalwell. Mwah. I'll read that to you in a minute. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. After saying his sister is going to be evicted for $40,000 in back rent. So the intelligence community, is Santos going to get information that is going to put us in danger? Mrs. Coutura says, I agree, it's crazy expensive living here in the DC area. He's not going to get intelligence information. He's going to prison. He's going to jail. It's just perfectly clear. Selma says, I love Swalwell too. He's my congressman. Excellent. Five of Wands, chaos, chaos. Four of Pentacles. Four of Swords. If he got any information, would he sell it? In a heartbeat. No, if they give him anything, they would test him. They'd give him bad information and see if it spreads. Yeah, I don't think they're going to give him anything. I think he's about to be arrested, like TikTok. So, Trillium Terra saying, did he think he would receive diplomatic immunity if he was in the House? Well, no, it's just people like that. He's addicted to the adrenaline from the risk. Also, this deep-seated hatred of people. He's out to hurt people. Only his main focus is to enrich himself at their expense. That's how he's going to hurt people. But he sees it as a win-win, even if it's subconsciously. So he's so awful. I don't think we need to worry too much about that. 14 minutes in, Yvonne had a question. New York GOP leaders met this morning to call on Santos to resign. Well, he's already said he won't. I don't know if they have any recourse. Like, I would imagine, but I don't know. I don't know what the laws are. Cut the deck, death card, and the insult to injury. Yeah, it's piling on. Even the Republicans are piling on to get him out. Now that McCarthy's speaker, even Republicans are piling on. Friend says, I wonder if McCarthy even cared that Santos used McCarthy on the campaign. McCarthy wanted power at all costs. Jamie says Cliff Notes. Chicky says Cliff Notes. Cliff Notes? What? Huh? What happened? Cliff Notes. All right, New York GOP. I think it's going to be easy for them to get rid of him because this guy's about to be arrested. That's what I'm getting. Hello, Gretchen. Queen of Swords. Investigations. Many investigations of him. Oh, yeah. King of Pentacles, King of Swords, Judgment. Those are the Republicans. That's prosecution. That is, you're being ousted from office. Because prosecutions are going to come fast and furiously. So. Yeah, his far right white power symbol, tower. Yeah, you're done. He's a blip. You're done. You're done. Yeah, there actually is a limit on the Republican side. Who knew? All right, so at 16:30. Okay, so 16:30 this morning, in case you hadn't heard, I should make this from 16:45. This morning, the NOTAM system in aviation went down. Okay, it notifies pilots about whatever's going on, weather issues, and it's information you need before you go take a machine the size of a building up in the air. So it really surprised me that the NOTAM system would go down, although we are in Mercury retrograde, and communications going haywire is coin of the realm about 3 or 4 times a year. So they're saying they don't think it was a hack, but it doesn't have to be an obvious hack. Like there's been a breach of security, who knows? So I just want to read on, apparently the FAA halted flights, but apparently they're allowing them again, is what I heard just before I came on. So. FAA. Yeah. And anybody who worries about flying and flights and what have you, don't forget, I've worked on the edges of the aviation industry for years. I was married to a commercial pilot for 20 years. So I know a lot about all the training and all the safety measures and all of the security, and I know all about it, and you are a lot safer than you think you are. Well, most government things could use some new equipment. She says, please tell us what Swalwell said. I will, just a minute. Susie said they had to reboot the system. I believe it. So 8 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 2 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. A clog of things going haywire here. Yeah, it's what it feels like is there's like too much on the system. There's air travel is growing, it's coming back, and it's growing, and the systems can't necessarily handle. So, yeah. Anne says it's the possible Looney Tunes on the flight that keep me off planes. I used to love flying. like I said, I was married to a commercial pilot. I've talked to many commercial pilots in all different parts of aviation. I've gone to the Oshkosh summer aviation. I forget what it's called. It's been a number of years since I went, but and walking through all kind of aircraft, and the place is just lousy with aircraft people and pilots of all kinds, and I worked at an FBO and all of this. There are some crazies, but there are some crazies everywhere. So anyway. Mel is saying the FAA needs new computers, more modern, with much more memory, faster chips to process so much information. Yes. Deborah says the grid needs to be updated and made bigger. Exactly. Yeah. EAA, Joe. And Betty says, thank Reagan. Yes. So I wonder if the infrastructure, if Biden's infrastructure, the bill, all that money, some of it's going to help aviation. This is an ongoing problem. Bugs in the system. King of Wands, Two of Cups. Yes, it's a potential security issue. Kristen, I'll share the tweet in a minute. All right, King of Wands. Thank you. King of Wands, Two of Cups. Things have to be updated because you have security concerns otherwise. Because even if this wasn't an attack, if there are these weaknesses, they could be exploited. And that would be the money courier. This would be whatever part of the FAA is involved, or Judgment, Eight of Cups. They'll get it sorted out. They'll make it stronger, so bad people don't find it as easy. It won't be as porous, which is good. But I don't know. I'm not getting horribleness from today. Oshkosh, yeah. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Anne. All right, so it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Yeah, Kelly says, deregulation sounds like it'll save a bundle, but my taxes have never gone down. Yeah. Yeah. Aviation is not a good thing to privatize. Just not completely. No. No. So Rochelle says, hopefully they'll be able to fix the railroad issues too. Yeah. But, infrastructure, good stuff. All right. So 24 minutes in, Trump and his infinite stupidity has decided to take on Karl Rove. The man who basically ran the White House under W with Cheney. Cheney, a man who Cheney shot a man in the face. And the man who was shot apologized to Cheney. And Cheney worked with Karl Rove. This is the level we're dealing with. And coward Trump is taking on Karl Rove. Karl Rove might not be as well known these days, but yeah, that's all kinds of stupid. So Trump has decided to take on Karl Rove after Rove pointed out that the Mar-a-Lago documents, top secret documents, were a bigger deal than what Biden turned over to the National Archives. Has Donald met his match? Will Rove wipe the floor with him? Yeah. Trump versus Rove. These are rotten human beings. They really are. I'm just like, ew. Big Steph says, oh my, I put my money on creepy Karl. I would too. Trump's the one who has hundreds of legal cases coming at him. Karl Rove is, best of my knowledge, he's just kind of home. Hierophant. 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, World card, Sun. Trump thinks Rove is a has-been. Rove thinks Trump is pathetic and an idiot. Deborah Murphy's asking, can we sell tickets? I love that. Yeah, but Rove actually knew how to do stuff in the government. Just saying. But Trump thinks he's a has-been. And this is just a big fight on the far right between these two idiots. Both of them are heinous human beings. I don't know. I don't think this is going to turn into a thing. But they're not buddies. Yes, Kathy Delisle, both bathe in narcissism. Exactly. Kathy Lampson says Trump is a has-been too. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Okay. Yes, Anne, Trump is pathetic and an idiot. We are in total agreement. All right. Oh, Luna. Luna, 28. Not nice Luna Lovegood. No. Farthest. She's much more of a Death Eater. Republican Representative Anna Paulina Luna. Republican Representative Anna Paulina Luna, who now collects a tax-funded annual salary of $174,000 a year, said taxation is theft. How bad will she actually act in office? What can we expect? My understanding of Luna is she is out there. Yes, Jolene. Karl Rove was chief of staff for George W. Yeah. And says Luna's from Florida, which kind of helps you understand that. But I just wanted to show you guys. Linda Johnson says, we call her Lunatic Luna. Well, would you like to see in her chart what makes her the way she is? And if you can, what you can expect from her? Because I pulled up her chart. Matter of fact, I think her year of birth might have even been updated. But anyway. Dun, dun, do, do, do. Here we go. All right. I was looking at the thing on Chiron. Okay. This is her chart. That's unusual. Most charts have more going on than that. Yeah. So I will limit myself to, let's say, 3 things. And since I love that thick red line, maybe not as great as you might think, because the thing that's jumping out at me about this chart is down at the bottom, the very, very bottom, there are 2 things. One's red, one's black, kind of in the same place at near 6 o'clock, just before 6 o'clock, if that was a clock face. The thing on the right is the masculine symbol, that's Mars. And the black thing it's an asteroid called Chiron. What is Luna's sign? Anna Paulina Luna is a Taurus. We don't have a birth time, so we're not sure about her moon. Likely in Gemini, but she might be a double Taurus. But down there at the bottom, Mars is how you take action. It's how you initiate things, how you go, how you rules Aries, first sign of the zodiac. When you take your first breath, you cry out, I am here. And it's the soldier, Aries, Mars. These are names of God, the god of war. That's Mars energy, martial energy. Chiron is an asteroid, and it is the wound that will not heal. In mythology, Chiron, he was a centaur, but he was wounded with a magical something, and he has a wound that will not heal. So he was always in pain. And so what he did with it was he became a healer. And he alleviated other people's pain because he knew pain. That's the good that can come from Chiron. It's kind of a weakness we can work on our weakness, but it's still a soft spot. Well, that pain that will not heal is in the same place as her Mars taking action. Well, if you are wounded and you take action and you're not particularly evolved, lashing out is really what you get. And it is directly across, up at the highest thing there. It looks like an H with a line in the middle and a circle at the bottom, the green thing at the top. That's Uranus. It's like an H for Herschel, the man who discovered it. Uranus is the rebel, out of the blue, free thinking, some chaotic energy. So when she goes to take action, she's coming from this place of pain, and this rebelliousness is raising and lowering her actions and ability, and directly influencing her actions and ability, and it's just all tied together. So it's like, so volatile. I'm using I like to promote this website because it's really good. It's called AstroSeek. There's a hyphen between astro and seek.com. astro-seek.com. But so this right here, Mars, Chiron, directly across from Uranus here. And this is chaotic, lashing out. And we don't have a birth time, so we don't know what house it actually is in, but this is down here, this pain, what have you, is in Cancer. And then the erratic nature up here with all of this is up in Capricorn, the big mom and big dad of the zodiac. So chances are, unless there's something specific in the chart, I would lean toward there's some pain in her childhood she's, let's say, overcompensating for. B. Smith says Uranus and Mars aspects are very combustible too. Yeah. Exactly. So that's the thing that jumps out. That and the fact that there's just it basically most things in the chart are in like 4 places. It's just there's what's happening in this chart is very, very intense because there's not, Julie, not balanced. Yeah. So not balanced. Taurus is a fixed sign. Remember this, each quadrant, the middle wedge in each quadrant are fixed signs. Taurus is fixed. So she's stubborn. And we don't need a birth time to know that her sun, her sense of self, is in Taurus. So a very fixed earthy sign. And it is directly across from Pluto. And we talk about Pluto a lot on this channel. Death, rebirth, absolute intensity. Pluto moves so slowly because it's so far out that there are a lot of people who have Pluto in Scorpio, but it's in an aspect to her very sense of self. And that sense of, I want power, this is my sense of self, I get power, I have a sense of self. It's the seesaw energy between the two. Ugh. And there are a couple of things here, like Pluto is in Scorpio, which it rules. So that Pluto is strong. Even if it is in retrograde, it's still strong, just inherently strong because it's in its happy place. It's home. Saturn up here is in Capricorn, which it rules. The god of limitations, structure, limits, time, solid things, is up in the sign of its own sign. But it's in the same place as the planet Neptune, the god of the sea that dissolves. This is just nuts. But that is in a good aspect to her sun as well. So the sloshing of energy back and forth between her sun and her sense of self and her need for power, and where she gets power, some of that is at least in a positive way, some of that energy is being shunted off into this conjunction up here. But Venus is in its own sign. So Venus is in a good place. Chances are the moon is probably a bit closer to it. And that usually, because she's physically attractive, symmetrical features, looks strong and healthy. So just trying to see. Yeah. And then we've got some conjunctions down here too. So anyway, I just wanted to go into that because really it's this giant red line. And then it's this opposition between the sun and Pluto and everything else playing off of that. So her astrology just basically says, Kathy DeLaw says just lunacy. That's a good way. That's a good way to think of it. I'm sure she's tired of being made fun of or people saying about that, but Suvi says Venus is unaspected. We don't know because we don't have a time of birth. She could have Venus conjunct the moon, or at least close, because there's a big orb around the moon. It has a big sphere of influence, like 10 degrees in either direction. So it depends on how far it is. But anyway, so what is she going to be like? Awful. She has, if you listen to her, she is very, very it's not like she's taken all of her pain and then her power, of which she has a lot, her energy, and decided to use it to help others. No, she seems to have gone full bully, full right-wing bully. Coming in late, whose charge is this? Anna Paulina Luna, the lunatic from Florida, far right. And her, B. Smith says a sun opposite Pluto could also indicate an abusive parent or authority figure. Could be. Jolie says it sounds like she might need a good therapist. Yes. Okay. And Anne says she picked the name, supposed to be an old family name. Okay. All right, 40. So we've gone through her. I'll just throw 3 cards on her. Florida lunatic. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, they love her on the right. 8 of Pentacles, working hard for the Republican cause. 8 of Wands, with a whole lot of far right crazy flying through the air. B. Smith, classic hurt people. And Wheel of Fortune. She's been ratcheted up to get where she is, but it won't stay. She's so abrasive. She's going to have trouble making allies and friends. So, just so you're aware what it's like, oh, I've heard of her. She isn't so bad. That's a chart that if she would take that energy in a good direction, should be a powerhouse, should be unstoppable. But right now, she's obnoxious, she's a bully, and there's always underneath a little bit of self-sabotage when you're that angry all the time, when you consider yourself a victim or you overcompensate. So, yeah. All right. At 43 minutes in, Swalwell. Let me read this tweet to you. Oh, it's glorious. So, Eric Swalwell, bless him, tweeted about McCarthy. Hang on, let me get rid of the sign thing here. I can share screen, tab, Twitter, share. Reagan would have remembered he's from California, and he would have stepped up during the greatest weather disaster the state has ever seen. You haven't said a word about it. No moment of silence on the House floor for the scores dead. Nothing, because it's all about Qevin. Yeah. Bless you, sir. Mr. Swalwell. All right, so will McCarthy's constituents remember that he is nowhere to be seen when it comes time to re-elect him? 44. Okay, it's currently going. Yes, and nice shade. Yeah, because it's very straightforward. And it's true. So, McCarthy's constituents. Hey, the new Speaker of the House, who failed 14 times before getting through on the 15th time. Yeah, you've had all this flooding, all this stuff, and he's coronating himself. Tower, yeah. All that pain in California, and he is nowhere. World. Lovers. Five of Pentacles, King of Swords. Seven of Wands. Sonny, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't he, oh, I like that, lucky girl, 14 times the Fool. I like that. I mean, if he's in there, it's because he's got a district with right-wing people in it. And they kind of embraced all of that, but they're not doing well. They're not doing well. And there is a prosecutor coming. There are prosecutors coming for people in the House, people involved in January 6th, people who, and people on the far right in the House. So he's all focused there. This is all Washington, D.C., and these are the people back home. And they're not going to get, it's not like, oh, well, he was busy getting sworn in or getting the speakership, and now great things are going to happen to us because he's got all this power. And then they're going to find out, no, really. McCarthy. What is going on with my nails today? Good for you. Good for you, Mr. Washington, D.C. 10 of Cups, 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands. Oh, maybe he can go down to Florida again instead of actually being here and helping us. Yeah, he's not making a whole lot of friends. That's what he's doing. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that the Republicans in his district are all going to turn leftish, but all right, I've got a problem with this nail's coming off. I need to get another sticker for it, and I need to get a drink. So if you could hang on for just a second, I will be right back, and I will continue with the readings. So let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Get ourselves a treat. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I can't really do this with my nails falling off. Don't know what's going on today. Huh. Odd. Very odd. And I already replaced a couple of them. Anyway. All right. So I just need... Yeah, I can use these. All right. First, Froxy Rocky's is saying... Froxy Roxy saying, second kitty on the right. Where'd she go? All right. Big Steph says, I think Autumn said she was waiting for hers to check the quality. That's true. That's true. But I'm just letting you guys know it's there. Some people are early adopters, and you know me. I've got Saturn on my ascendant. It's why everything has to be just so. And I can't do... I need to make sure it's as best quality as possible. Oh, it's nice as they still have registrations on AstroSeek paused. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. I can trust in a hurry. You're welcome. I mean, there's no reason it shouldn't be good. I'm just saying, personally, there's no way to purchase yet? Pardon? There should be. Tiger says this will continue until Mercury goes direct. That's true. That, my friends, is true. Thank you, Fran. Thank you. All right. Yes, Darren. Did anyone see Alina on Mary Trump's show? I think a lot more people will be learning about tarot. Yeah, and Alina did such a great job. She really did. And Kristen Langston had another video recently, so she's getting better slowly, but she's getting better. So good. I like when good things happen to good people. You know, people getting better, people getting opportunities, and they're both good people. All right. Let's do some more readings. Oh, and Lucky Girl's a link to Lena talking to Mary Trump. So. Okay, so at 53. Not impossible. Kristen from Uncovering the News, thank you. Asked, will the GOP MAGA bring back the Committee on UnAmerican Activities or something similar in this new McCarthy era? Yes, but that McCarthy was mean and vicious. This McCarthy is stupid and mean, in that order. Stupid and selfish, I think is probably more accurate. Lori had a question. So the Committee of UnAmerican Activities, or whatever. Oh my gosh, there's no way to purchase. Oh, jeez. See? I will fix that. Thank you. Anne says, which McCarthy do we want? None. Hanged man. Well, they definitely want their modern version. 5 of Wands. Was weird. Okay. 5 of Wands, 3 of Wands, Hermit, 2 of Cups, the World. They're going to try. They're going to try all kinds of stuff. Matter of fact, just on here. Yes, Boo-Boos and Kitties. That little lump right there. What was up here? Kristen says, just now on the House floor, referring to newly approved House Subcommittee on Weaponization of the Federal Government, House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries calls it the Committee on Insurrection Protection. Yeah, they're going to try all kind of garbage. But there's this element of crickets that it's not going to, they can look, they can make a lot of noise, but, and then I've got Democrats feeling very strong, and then things changing dramatically. I just don't get good energy, good cards about the future of McCarthy's 118th Congress, House of Representatives. I don't get that he's going to be in charge of that for the whole 2 years, or that it's going to go well for him at all. So, Kelly B, element of crickets. Oh, I love that. Is that a cricket? Thank you, Marby. Thank you. Really helps. Thank you. Is that it's just I just see a small green, light green thing. Is that a cricket? Is there a cricket emoji? I would think so. Tim says, are you saying that this is the biggest bang they will have and then fizzle like a wet firecracker? Yeah. And Mimi, I agree. Un-American activities, can you say insurrection? Yes. Yes. Pathetic. Okay, so 57 and a bit. Now, this isn't, I'm not quite sure how to answer this one. The question is, will MAGA Republicans investigate anyone who Trump will rant about? I don't know that Trump has that much power. They are crickets. Thank you, Anne. Trump is kind of isolated right now. I mean, that could change, but recently Trump's been more of a lagging indicator rather than an instigator. Temperance. It's not that any of them are showing temperance, it's that his power is not, it's more waning than waxing, let's put it that way. Yeah, Lori, because you guys have put it in the chat multiple times, the stand back and stand by statement by Trump can be used in the Proud Boy, Arrogant Toddler trial. The Trump statement on that. Ace of Pentacles. Well, they're supposed to have power, but this is legislative silence. This is there's Judgment, Two of Swords, and the Hermit. This is a loud blast of judgment, but these are really quiet cards. These are really quiet. You've got the Hermit and you've got the Four of Swords, and then the Two of Swords here. I mean, these are quiet. So I don't think Trump has that kind of power anymore. Okay. All right. At where are we? At 59:30, Alabama. This is just infuriating. All right, 59. Oh no, it's 59:30. All right, Alabama's AG wants to prosecute women for taking Plan B. He's basically trying to take a law that's on the books that says basically if you can be prosecuted if you are a pregnant woman and you hang out in like a meth house, because the chemicals that you're breathing in and all this stuff can harm an unborn child, and you're willingly there, therefore. So he's trying to warp that and turn it into to criminalize Plan B. Will he be able to make this happen? Lola Bell looked at, oh, thank you, Jody. Thank you. Lola Bell looked at Luna's, the Lunatic's chart. Asteroid Chaos is conjunct Luna's sun. Achilles is opposite Psyche and forms a fixed grand cross with that sun Pluto. So Chaos. So Achilles and Psyche. Yeah, it's a mess. Jesse Hill says Plan B is used to make sure you don't become pregnant. I don't know anybody who's taking it that already is. Yeah. Plan B is basically a something you can get at a pharmacy. It's a big lump of hormones, so that it's like emergency contraception. It's not, you don't take it once you're pregnant. Aspacia Rising says, I guess pregnant women could use that law to sue the city for toxic living conditions then? This is heinous. So will the Alabama AG, will he be able to make this happen? He gets 3 cards. He doesn't deserve more than that. Completely ignoring, he's on his own little crusade here, ignoring women's needs. Phyllis says he doesn't know how Plan B works. They never do. B. Smith says Plan B is known as the morning after pill if you have a whoops. Yeah. My understanding is it will stop the egg from embedding in the side of the uterus or something like that. Oh, Kathy, thank you. Thank you. Everybody, thank you. And thank you, Kathy. Oh, the pain. This. God. These men who think they know, who think they should control women. They should control women's bodies. Yes, Big Steph. The same old white men who don't understand ectopic pregnancies. Yeah. This is just, I'm getting it's not going to go very far, but yeah, you're hurting women, but for the children. The best thing you can do for children is have women have children who really, really, really want to have children. You don't. You're at that point. You're trying to protect cells. We have trillions of cells in our body. Yeah, Azalea says, I'm not saying anything because it makes me so angry. Yeah, I'm starting to get. All right, let's move on. Oh, bless Kelly B. Bless. Man. All right. Oh, this is a genius move by these idiots. 105. You're gonna love this. Talk about shooting yourself in the foot politically. House Republicans are making it clear they intend to seek cuts to Social Security and Medicaid with their new majority in the 118th Congress. Will they be successful? I would imagine not, considering they can't get anything through the Senate. And Biden would veto that in a heartbeat. So Gregor says, cells, you mean midi-chlorians? One of the worst mistakes they made. Yes, Melbersar, on arrival to the Senate. Thud. Yeah. So you want to cut Social Security and Medicaid. Good luck. Help no one. Kelly B says, amen, sister. Thank you. Things can go wrong with your pregnancy all the way up until labor and delivery. They have no right to choose for us. Thank you, Kelly B. I'm with you 100%. And thank you for the super chat. But I'm totally with you. Yeah, it's up to the woman, doctor, what's safest, what's the best situation. Oh. Melberside said, look at us. We're rearranging the deck chairs on the MAGA Titanic. Yeah. Hermit. Yeah, this would not make them a lot of friends. Seven of Wands. On the defensive, maybe. Page of Cups. High Priestess. Nine of Pentacles. Three of Wands. You mean these people want to cut Social Security and Medicaid? I don't see many of them turning down their cushy health insurance. I haven't noticed that. Have you heard of any of these Republicans in Congress saying, you know what, it's ridiculous to have all this health care funded by the public? Yeah, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, but do take it away from the little people. But where are you going? Wait, where are you going? But you're supposed to be pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. I will. This is dumb. This is a stupid idea. I will just say this. For anyone who would vote or consider voting Republican, anybody who says, well, if one party's in charge, we need people from the other party there so nothing gets too extreme. There is one party that cares about you, and it is Democrats. There is a reason that Democrats, by popular vote, win over and over and over and over. And it's only gerrymandering or the Electoral College, anything that skews that is the only way Republicans are winning. There's a reason for that. Melbersard says, Republicans care about rich white males. Anything else, not so much. Yeah, Wheezy Squeezebox. Pay your own way, peasants. All right. Where are we? 110. Kathy Lamson. Oh, I think I just answered both questions. I did just answer both questions. Will the garbage about reductions in Social Security and Medicare from the Republicans do these Republicans expect to get reelected? It's people fleeing. So I think that was included in this last one, which is anything they try on this they will lose voters every time. So, all right, so we're going to Lisa's question at 1:10:30. 1:10. No, 0. 1:10:30. Okay. Lisa was asking, were the secret documents found in Biden's office planted? Were they planted there by the GOP to be found, or was it an honest mistake? Happy birthday, Tigress. Happy birthday. Yes, thank you for the likes and the thumbs up and the memberships. Thank you. We're going to meet up on I don't know if I'm doing StreamYard or Zoom or what have you on Patreon last Saturday of the month. We're going to talk face to face. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, do join Patreon. I know some of you can't afford anything. I totally get that, and I'm here free every day. But I don't have super expensive tiers. All right. The secret documents found in Biden's office, planted there. Were they an obvious mistake? Was it just a mistake? Or, look, I'll read on anything. Or did he have a dastardly plan to sell them to the highest bidder? What's the deal with the secret documents that Biden had? Were they a plant? Was it a mistake? Oh, okay. I just had a feeling like I should read this like Jen Lynn does, which is not usually how I read. It's a good way to do it. All right, let's see. The Biden documents. Government. Apparently, the National Archives, I didn't even know this stuff was missing. So, how serious is it, really? Center the reading. Republicans trying to have their talking points, maybe. Knight of Wands above. Knight of Wands above. Nine of Cups below. Yeah, this is Republicans trying to make hay out of this. King of Cups, and then on the left I've got the King of Cups, on the right I've got the King of Pentacles. Biden or Democrats, Republicans on either side of the issue. This is a whole lot of political ginning up. And then some extra cards here. They're not going to listen to reason on the right. They've got their talking points. America's just like, whatever. Let's see if I can get anything else. Thank you, Electrostorm. Thank you. That's true, Mel. Couldn't Biden just declassify them by thinking about it? Person, woman, camera, abracadabra. Well, it works for Trump, yes. You're awesome. They're gonna lie. 8. This is all Republican talking points and it's not gonna work. Not gonna work. I'm not getting like a devil card, like planted evidence. You know, I'm getting Biden on one side, I'm getting the Republicans on the other. And there's just political. I'm not getting much. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So, and there's only one question left. I've done 13 questions today. So, because your questions are important. All right. So at 1:16, Shockwave had a question. 16. Will Abbott get the $4+ billion and bus fare he requested from the feds and Biden? So my understanding, please correct me if I'm wrong, but Abbott chose to send those poor people across the country, use them as political pawns, dump them on another part of the country, and now he's demanding money for the money he spent to do that, even though the state's already receiving money to deal with immigrants. Cruel King Abbott of Texas, he never disappoints. He is exactly as bad as you just assume he's going to be. Yes. As a matter of fact, he'll come up with new ways to be horrible. Yep. Azalea says, I really detest Abbott. Yeah. Big Steph says, what the heck? Huber said these evil people is so grrr. Yeah. Yes, these poor people. Just trying to find a better life for themselves. Aspecia Rising is suggesting, let's investigate misuse of state funds to do these deeds. Cruel King Abbott of Texas. Stir up the people on the right. You made this legal decision. Matter of fact, I think you're going to get sued. That's not money. That's you legally getting in trouble. Lullabelle says, Abbott is a bad Scorpio. Very bad. Yes, unfortunately, my sun sign, when it goes bad, it goes horribly bad. So, yeah. But you get a nice Scorpio, they've got your back. I have good things to say about Scorpios who decide to take the path of the phoenix, the eagle, the higher path. It's the way to go. Crickets. 4 of Swords. That's Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands, Temperance. You're not going to get money for your political stunts, Abbott. This is a non-starter. Nil point. But anyway, let's go to Scorpio too. Azalea says, I'm a nice Scorpio. I know you're nice. All right. So at 1:30 p.m. here in Chicago, that's going to do it for me for today. But I am here 365 days of the year. And at 3:30 Chicago time, Central Time, I will be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. Other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow because I am here every day. So don't forget, you are not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. There really are. All right. And yes, thank you, everybody. Take care. Hang in there. I'll see you back here tomorrow.